I want to tell you a story because I have to get this download out of my brain to make space for new ones. So it was Friday night at the restaurant. Friday night at the restaurant. And I was working with two divine masculine young gentlemen that I've known for a few years and that I respect and revere. And it's just the most pure friendship. The younger generations, don't worry about them. They're going to be fine. They've got the codes. So I was working outside, and usually there's 4 people that are working out there together, and it's kind of like we had a great team. Everybody was vibing. It was, going into a holiday weekend. So I think it was first turn. I want to say it was first turn. And so I was walking past my friend's section, and he was just greeting his table. And I've known him for a few years. And I cry brazenly, usually at least once a shift, in positive, like with my table, in reverence, always 9 times out of 10 it's positive. I mean, I'm a sensitive being, so sometimes I gotta just walk out to the dumpster, cry, slap myself across the face, and then walk back. I'm kidding. So I was walking past my friend greeting his table, and he was vibing, he was charismatic, he was like, to have seen him as a young baby waiter, like not sure how to open wine, to come up and just to be like vibing with his like I was so proud. So I walked off stage, I walked back to the computers, and I'm just beaming like this. And so my other friends, like they're a part of like a group of friends, like they've known each other for many years. And so he just walks up to use the computer, takes one look at me and goes, "Oh my God, right? I know, he's doing so well. I'm so proud of him. It's just so beautiful to see." He took one look at me, read my minds telepathically. And I'm normally in that time and space. Like that's me normally. So it could be the birds flying by. It could be the seagulls eating the rubbish. It could be the way that my coworkers, somebody parking their car. So it's like, it wasn't like an out of character thing for Sarah to be borderline crying. So he just looked over. I was like, he knew exactly what I was talking about. Telepathy. He just immediately, it was that quick. And he got the download of what it is that I was thinking. I've mentioned like peripherally. And I recorded a 2024 to 2027 video it's called The Changing of the Guides. I haven't posted it yet. I haven't watched it myself yet or edited it yet. But I forgot to reference the fact that the restaurant industry, in my opinion, is about to boom with light workers. Absolutely pop with healers and spiritual beings all over the place. And I understand now why. I was driving home from the grocery store when I got this download, and I was like, oh my God, everything was wrapped around, as the title of the video states. I know, I'm so excited. So either it's because they're coming into the industry, or if you're in the industry, raise of hands. Have you ever had a restaurant conversation where it starts when you're, doing roll-ups and folding napkins, and then you finish it when you're doing the cash out at the end of the night? Could take 5 minutes in a normal world. But when you're good at your job and you care about the quality of your service, you immediately stop that conversation and go take care of things. I work at a very fast-paced restaurant where we take incredible pride in what we do and the quality of our service. We will instantly stop and go take care of what needs to be taken care of. And so I don't judge people really, but an older version of myself, or sometimes I judge people on their work ethic. I don't want to say that I do, but sometimes it just happens. And I work with the hardest working people. Truly, and I've said this numerous times before, if you're the hardest working person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I'm surrounded by people who will work and who give and who care about good service. So I just had to put that little aside in there. But so I have a feeling that the industry is just about to pop with beings such like myself that are, starting their own company, starting their own healing company. And, we get paid to socialize. Your soul chose me to be the soul of the waiter, to bring you good service, to bring you a good experience. And it'll be with really great names, great restaurants. I represent an incredible restaurant. Good things, all good things. And so I had not prophesized, but I had a foresight that the restaurant industry was about to pop. It's because if you can't handle being in a restaurant, you can't handle having a quick conversation in 35 seconds. I know I do long range, but in the restaurant, you can't do that. Can't do that. You have to have two-minute conversations, 90-second conversations. Tops. Yeah, tops. And so, the third part of the title is the challenge. If you are not friends with a Gemini, and you want to be telepathic, you want to step into you are telepathic, but you want to step more into your telepathy, I implore you to become friends with a Gemini. I'm going to preface to my dear Gemini sun, moons, and risings, if anybody has told you that you interrupt too much or that your brain's all over the place, they didn't take the time to get to know you. They didn't take the time to understand how quickly your two functioning brains work in this time period, also in this season. Jupiter and Gemini, all of these things are happening. We're in Gemini season. I'm talking like a Gemini right now. They're getting upgraded by the brain. They're getting so many downloads at all times. And so if you're friends with a Gemini and you know that you're telling a certain part of the story and then they'll just hop in with new information or something like that. Yeah, if you can't handle that, if you can't handle shorthanding conversations, you're not going to be able to handle telepathy, where you barely have to have the verbal conversations. You say the first part and then they're like, yeah, but I know, but then this, and oh, yeah, but I know about this. Yeah, but I know, but this, it just keeps going. It's beautiful. So if you are a light worker and you are starting your own business and you are putting yourself out there as a spiritual entrepreneur, go get yourself a restaurant job. Go light up that entire service industry. To be of service is one of the most godly things that you can ever do in this world. Truly. And if you're ready to be very telepathic, go make friends with a Gemini. Because if you cannot handle a conversation with a Gemini, you are not going to be able to handle telepathy. I will say that again. If you cannot handle having a conversation with an evolved Gemini, you are not going to be able to handle having a telepathic conversation. Go make friends with a Gemini. Thank me later. I love you. Ciao.